Hello everyone, welcome to another video. In this video we're going to be expressing two fractions as a single fraction. So again, this is O-level stuff. You actually see these sort of questions in O-level exactly like this. Okay, so question looks like this, something like that, right? Two fractions add together, you're supposed to make it a single fraction at the end. You can have a minus or plus, it doesn't matter. But again, let's come back to our primary school math before we continue first. So now we are back at primary school math again. So primary school. So we are adding and subtracting fractions, right? So you can see that an example is 1 over 6 plus 1 over 2. So in primary school, anybody can tell you, okay, I'm going to change this denominator to 6 so that both the denominators are the same, and then I can add them together, isn't it? So it's painfully obvious that this one should times 3 times 3, and that's exactly what I do, right? But the thing is, how do I figure out it's times 3? Actually, what I did was, I factorized 6 into 2 times 3. And then I compared 2 times 3, and the other one only got 2. So by law of common sense, this is short of a 3 to make it exactly the same, right? So I want 2 times 3. Here only got 2, so I'm short of 3. That's why I times 3. Once you have it, you can see that denominator same. I'm just taking the numerator plus the numerator, so it's 1 plus 3 equal to 4. Then you can simplify some more, simplify some more. Okay, so back to Sec 1. You can see that Sec 1 we're doing fairly similar stuff, just that, we have some algebra somewhere here. You can see that again, I have two fractions minus each other. So one is 3, one is 7. So it's pretty obvious that both needs to be changed to 21. So what is 21? 21 is actually here, is actually called the lowest common multiple. The smallest number where these two can have the same multiple. That's why it's called lowest common multiple. Again, it's not difficult, right? Because you can see that I'm basically multiplying each other. So same thing. So this fraction, to get 21, I need to times 7 times 7. So here, times 7. And then this fraction is short of a 3. So I times 3 times 3. So times 3 here. And then both of them is minus is 21. And I'm going to just combine the fraction, because then it will be this minus this. You notice I'm writing it down with the brackets. Okay, if you don't do it, it's quite easy to get it wrong. So after that, I simplify this one. So this will be 7 times 35, 7 times 2, 14, negative 3 times x, negative 3x, and negative 3 times 1, negative 3. So this is the one that most people will get it wrong if you have expanded it at the start. So here, then I simplify again, I get the final answer. So this is what we did in primary school and Sec 1. You notice the steps are the same. First, denominator same. After that, once it is the same, I just combine the numerator and that's it. So now we are back at the Sec 2 stuff again. So let's look at this question now. So let's go through the general steps. So first step is always factorize all denominators. So let's start with this question. So I look at both the denominators. This is already factorized. I can't factorize further, but this one I can, because this is a square minus b square. So it's x square minus 3 square. Let's move this here. And for this is x plus 3 times x minus 3. Again, this is factorization. If you can't do this, again, you're in trouble. You need to learn factorization. So here, x plus 3, x minus 3. So this fraction is still here, no change at all. So that's step 1. So I'm factorizing everything. Why? Because so that I can easily figure out the lowest common multiple. So between these two, what should be the lowest common multiple? So it's pretty obvious that this should be the lowest common multiple, because this has x plus 3, x minus 3. This is just x minus 3. So actually this fraction, in order to make the denominator the same, this denominator is just short of x plus 3. So what I do is I times x plus 3, x plus 3. You can see that I'm writing here, step 2, the common denominator should be, in this case, x plus 3, x minus 3. So with this, I can see that this denominator is short of a x plus 3. That's why I multiply a x plus 3 here, x plus 3 here. And then now you can see that both the denominator is the same. So I do number 3, so done. So then I'm going to combine the numerator. So it basically it's just 1 plus 2 bracket x plus 3. And again, I write it down in one single line. And after that, I simplify the denominator. So I'm just expanding all the brackets, blah, 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 simplify. Okay. So the next question we're going to go through is fairly similar, quite the same idea. So you can see that let's do the first step. The first step should be factorize the denominator. But you can see that both are already factorized. You can't factorize further. That's why I write here, step 1 already done. So with this is similar to our second example, which is where 1 is 3, 1 is 7. So we basically times each other. So the common multiple will be this one. You times each other because both of them have absolutely no common factors at all. So if you do it this way, this fraction is short of this fraction is short of this. So this fraction is going to multiply x minus 1, x minus 1. This fraction is going to multiply 2 minus 3x, 2 minus 3x. So they are multiplying each other. You can see that I'm writing it right here. And at this point, the two denominators are the same. So I do the next step, which is to combine. So it's this whole thing minus this whole thing. Notice again, I write it with the brackets, then I expand the bracket, I simplify, and I'm done. So you can see that even in Sec 2, or in fact at O levels, your math has not changed. To combine any fraction, same denominator, combine the numerator, and then simplify. So hope you've learned something. Thank you and bye-bye.